Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Market Watch. This is January 1st, 2024. Welcome to the new year. Um, I guess let's just get on with it. So, the first thing we have is one of the most resilient cards, man. This card staying over $400. Absolutely insane. This is eclipsing freaking Stardust Dragon now. Because Stardust Dragon, I believe it hit like 370 bucks on TCG Player. Like, yeah, this is crazy. I was talking about this in my Discord. I'm wondering, do you guys think that Stardust Dragon Starlight could ever hit like $200? Is that something that is like, is this wishful thinking on my part, or is it something that can possibly happen? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, yeah, editor, stop posting this damn card, man. I'm sick of looking at it. 400 bucks. And I think this is a lot. I know it's hard to pull, but to me, like these modern ghosts, they cap at like $200. Anything more than that, I would just rather have vintage at that point. Next, we have Time Wizard Faded Max Fade, $325. Very light played. Yeah, this looks like trash. Next, DDS. This is there's no condition here, but it sold for around 950 bucks. I can see some silvering, some so this is like PSA 6, which is like around what PSA 6 goes for. So I understand the price here. Most liquid card in the game. Totally respect it. We have a PSA 10 Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, $430. Damn. I mean, this is borderline cheap now. I know these are hard, these are easy to grade, but if you guys get to see this in person, this is one of the most beautiful cards in the game. I say it every time I see it. Highly recommend it, and it's a staple in any promo collection. Like, there's literally no alternative to this. So I highly recommend it. 400 bucks. Like what? Like how much more can you go? A damn raw card is like $150, right? So it's like PSA 10, you're getting double that. you know, I would say bottom for this maybe 300 bucks. Next we have 350 for the DMG 10. You guys saw it last week. We saw it $1,000. I told you that's a little too high. This one is ripped up, granted, but still $350 is a lot more realistic. This is a crack potential. In my opinion, you should open this, try to grade, and yeah, I think a proper price for this is around like $500. I would say. CGC 10 trap hole, $250. So PSA 9 for this completely crashed. So I think PSA 9 is like $75 or something like that. So there's definitely a disparity between CGC 10 and PSA 9 PSA 9 in terms of price. And there's a huge disparity between PSA 10 and CGC 10, which is I think PSA 10 is around it's around like $600-700, which is criminally cheap in my opinion, but it is what it is. Next we have BGS 9 Ancient Gear Golem. We have it at 600 bucks. Um, this seems to have some issues here and up here, and the grade shows this. It's 8.5 for edges. This looks like a PSA 9 to me, so I think that's a fair price. It's like around double what the raw goes for. Maybe even a little high. Who knows? Um, Guy the Dragon Champion, near mint to LP, first edition hollow, sold for $255. Yeah, I mean, I have a CGC 8.5 that I would sell for like 500-600 bucks, and that one is like pack fresh pretty much, so it has maybe like very light scratches or something like that. This is not a bad price in my opinion. This is I love this card and I think it's highly underrated. Copycat RPO1, 300 bucks. Depending on the condition of this, I would buy it at $300. Like this is rare as hell, man. So depending on the condition, I need to see the back. Tyr, the Vanquishing Warlord. So this is opened. A lot of people chase these sealed, but in my opinion, that's a mistake. To be honest with you, I don't know why you would keep these cards sealed. you will get an imprint on the back, especially if you do that stupid practice where you put literally the card with the wrapper in the damn top loader. Like, are you out of your mind? I don't know what people are doing when they do that. Uh, I always open mine. Like, I have a bunch of WCS, WCPS. I open all of mine. I think they're much better in the binder, and I think as time goes on, people will realize that it's actually wiser to open them, make sure that everything is mint. Um, because that you do get impressions on the back by leaving them in the plastic. It's a big mistake in my opinion. Anyway, this sold for 1,200 bucks. I think sealed goes for like double that. So I mean, this is a steal in my opinion, especially if it's a clean card. DDS PSA 10 1,500. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's been hovering around there. This is the first one in a while, I think. Yeah, solid price, solid buy in my opinion for both buyer and seller. 600 bucks, this is overpriced. I think this is like $400. This should be around $400, at least in my opinion. Stardust Dragon, first edition. I'm not sure the condition. Here it says near mint or better, 1,500 USD. Yeah, I mean, I think that this is actually not even as rare as the Starlight. I think the Starlight is rarer than this, but like the Starlight completely crashed while this one's holding pretty strong. Um, yeah, I mean, I understand that people value this the most because it's the original printing, but to me, like, I think number one, the Starlight looks better, but number two, I think Starlight is rarer. Evil Hero, like even for example, if you look on TCG Player, you'll see that they're both the same population. Like there's around like 30 listings of each, the Ghost Rare as well as the Starlight. The only difference is this is harder to find in near mint, but that's just because it's older. I think as time goes on, you'll see the same effect for the Starlight version, as long as we have like, I don't know, what, 15 years pass. So yeah. Next we have Evil Hero Malicious Edge. This looks to be Euro. It is Euro, yeah, I see it in the title. 400 bucks is too expensive. This is unlimited too. That's crazy. Bubbleman AE, 700 bucks. This looks beat though. Look at this. Look at this damage. Yeah, these Asian English cards are dumb expensive, man. They're crazy expensive. Beast Skull Dragon, $550. PSA not BGS 9. I mean, this card is holding strong. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. I think this is a little bit high. I rate this more around like 300 to 400 in my opinion. Magic Ruler Unlimited, 700 bucks. I think that's fair. This is crushed though. This is definitely to be open. 575 for Jinzo PSA 10. I think these are dropping even more. Like on the OCG sites, like Mercari and stuff. I think you can pick this up for like 300-400 bucks now. Starter Deck Yugi Evolution first editions. This best offer, so it probably sold for like 400 to 500. I think these are not bad prices, especially for like the Evolution one. I think the Evolution one is solid. Retro Pack 2, the booster box. Not a booster box, the small pack, whatever it's called. $650. I think this is fine. I mean, I would like it a little bit lower, around like the $450 mark, and I think that might. I mean, Worldwide Toys is a big franchise, so they probably didn't take too much lower than 650. But still, I think I would like this a little bit lower, especially since it's the European version. I'm not a fan of the European ones. Elemental Energy first edition. So this looks to be a best offer as well. This probably sold via DMs. But I can tell you guys, I recently sold one clean. Like I cleaned out $2,550. So I have a lot of these, so I don't mind like letting them go for relatively cheap. I do think I sold it a little bit cheap. I think it's more around like the 2,700 to 2,800, maybe 3,000 if it's a really clean box. But I was okay letting it go because he was buying like a bunch of boxes, and he's been like supporting the channel for quite a bit. So yeah, keep that into your data points. I sold it for around 255. No, I actually 2,500 clean after fees and everything. Rise of Destiny first edition box. I hate this set, man. Next. First edition TLM box. I believe this might be hobby, might be retail. I'm not sure, but you probably want to look at it at around this price, 1,500. You know, up to 2,000 if it's a clean box hobby. I think $2,000 is not bad. I think 1,500 is pretty good deal. 4,300 for Jinzo. I mean, I would sell mine for like 4 grand, so I'm not sure how I feel about this price. Um, I think this is a little bit high. Plus, they're paying taxes and all that. Like, I would sell for 4K clean, so not bad. Doriato. This is a Gem Mint 10, sold for 13.25. I actually picked up a pack fresh one recently. I paid $500. I paid $500, and it was like, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I definitely think it's a little overhyped. PSA 10 is hard to come by for TLM, but if this is clean, then I don't think this is a bad deal. I definitely think Flame Wingman is the best card from TLM Euro, though. Definitely. Like, it's not even close. Here we have Sidra. I bid on this. I bid up to 3,000. I will not go over $3,000. Even like at $2,000, I was even at 2,500, I was a little bit hesitant. Most likely, if I do pick these up, it will be around the $2,500 mark. Here we have Exodia set, moderately played first edition. Wow, $750. Usually these go for a little bit of a premium because it's a complete set, but this one definitely did not. This is what, 7,500. It's like 150. 150 times 5. Yeah, 150. Yeah, 150. That's kind of cheap, to be honest with you. Even for MP, like usually condition doesn't really matter when you're selling a whole set. But this is something I talked about on my Patreon. So in bear markets, right? In bear markets, you don't want to sell complete sets because people would rather buy like individual pieces over time. However, in bull markets, you want to sell complete sets because people are willing to spend to just get it out of the way. So in the case of this listing, I do believe that this might have had an effect. But then again, it might be that this is not even MP. This is way worse than MP. So who knows? We have Platinum Dark Magician, $800. This is another like $600 loss on the person who did not watch my video. Mirror Force, $600. I think the PSA 10 is like $700. Oh, this is faded. My bad, guys. Sorry. Sorry, this is faded. Also, why is this only faded like in like the left side, and why is the right side not faded? What's going on here? Anyway, this is a scam. Faded is a scam, just like pretty much every other niche collecting. ZNG, sorry, not ZNG, Power Tool Dragon, 9.5, $560. I think if you're trying to collect clean ghosts, I don't think this is a bad deal. This is a great crack candidate. Pretty much all of them are off center like this, so it's really hard to find a centered power tool. But at this price, I don't think it's bad at all. Very competitive for a pretty rare box in the 5Ds world, to be honest with you. Majestic Red Dragon, first edition, Gem CGC 10, $500. Yeah, like see, I would pick Power Tool way before this one. Like this, the box is like $700. This box is like $300, right? So this should be at least like double this price, in my opinion. Anyway, CGC, EENAE Wild Heart. This sold for $400. This is pretty much raw price. This was interesting. 8.5. This is Rainbow Dragon. I raved about this before. This is the, in my opinion, rarest card that can be pulled out of any pack in the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, other than those CP Ultras, but I'll talk about those in another video. $3,000 for this, worth it in my opinion. I sold a way beat copy for $2,000, so this is a steal in my opinion, especially if it's like an actual clean 8.5. But I'm pretty sure it's not, because if they sent this to to PSA, it would have gotten docked like crazy because of the surface. Power Tool Dragon Seed, like this is $300 for a raw card, man. Like there's no way that this should be only 500 bucks or 550. UFO Roid Fighter 9.5, 300 bucks. This is a raw price. Dark Magician Girl 25th anniversary. These envelopes were selling for 500 bucks before they shot up to 1,000, and I think that they will end up back at 500 bucks. I will pick one up eventually because I love these envelopes. I think they're awesome, but not $1,000, like 500 bucks max. Assault Mode AE, $500. The only reason I didn't bid on this one was because of this. I don't like when there's like this type of whitening on the front of the card. Dark Paladin, $320, not bad. $550 for Tribe Infecting. This seems kind of high, but this is a hard card to get, like, because it's so playable, and I believe this is like max rarity. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 500 bucks. Holy shit, it's so overpriced. 300 for Ulti Blader. I highly recommend you guys pick one of these up just for your binder collection if you can. It's incredibly cheap. It's under 50 bucks. 305, can't go wrong. PSA 10. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. I think it's a little pricey for PSA 10 because this is not a hard card to grade, but it comes out of Champions of Black Magic, which is one of the rarer sets in the Series 3 era. And I mean, obviously, it's like the bad pull, right? Like you want the Dark Paladin, but Buster Blader is right up there in my opinion. I love this card. I think it's so underrated. Like I think Buster Blader is underrated in general. Starter Deck Yugi, $255. That's all right. Maybe a little high. I don't know. There's a lot of these though. But this is the most nostalgic product in the world, right? Everybody remembers these. Blackluster Soldier, PSA 9, $500. This is pretty much raw price, so it's not a bad deal by any means. I like it. I mean, I'll eventually pick it up, but I need it to go down a little bit more. Exodia the Forbidden One, Faded, first edition, 600 bucks. Overpriced, in my opinion. Especially since PSA 9 is like $400, right? So you're paying basically a premium for just the faded aspect. AMPR, first edition, BGS 9.5. This sold for $830. Yeah, it's one of those where you're not getting the premium that Gem Mint deserves here, because I believe it's BGS. But this does have corner issue, like especially the top right corner on the back, top left corner on the back. LOB Ultra Rare, Dark Magician, but this one is beat. You can see the corner here. You can see the top there. 500 bucks, not bad. 2,300 for this. This doesn't seem right. I mean, if this sold, like the seller definitely did well here. But we've been seeing these at around $1,500. DMG MFC first edition, perfect condition allegedly, $1,350. It's not bad. I love this card. I think it's probably the best set card in terms of identity. SDK first edition, man. Imagine opening up like a $3,000 deck and then just getting this center. Oh my goodness, I would kill myself. $650. That's okay. I think this is a fair price. Dark Paladin corrected art 1500. This is raw price, but it's really horribly centered. This is really ugly. Summon Skull PSA 9, 600 bucks. I think that's fine. I think this card is underrated, to be honest, and I think it deserves to be higher priced, but it is what it is. 8.5 DDS 550. That's fine. Fair. Holy shit. $800. That's crazy. You guys know that this is like a fake brand, right? Like this is not this is not a 10 by any means. So whoever got this is definitely holding a bag for sure. Chaos Emperor Dragon PSA 9, 500 bucks. I have a really clean Chaos Emperor Dragon that I would sell for like 400 bucks. So if you're looking to crack one, I think mine would be a better option, but yeah. Harpy's Pet Dragon. Yeah, like there's no way that this should be the same price as the Black Metal Dragon. Like I can't stand this ugly card, but Black Metal Dragon, badass. 500 bucks for DMG. This card crashed, but I think it is a brilliant looking card. Like it is gorgeous. I highly recommend you guys pick one up. I'm actually might be embarking on like a 20th anniversary search. I want to start picking them up. Yeah, I mean, I definitely I picked this one up. I picked up the Red Eyes already, and I'm definitely gonna start like trying to see if I find any deals and stuff and just grab some for the collection. Ancient Sanctuary first edition box, 800 bucks. That's fine. 1500. That's fine. A little high. I mean, we've done this dance 100 times already. This is fine. This might be cheap depending on hobby or retail. If it's retail, it's too high. If it's hobby, I think it's might be a little low. Sapphire Pegasus 125. That's fine. That's fine. A little high. Actually, a little too high. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the January 1st market watch. Let me know your thoughts in the comment down below. Did you pick up anything from this list? Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.